Hello, everyone, and this is Reggie Williams with another rundown of stock talk. And want to do a couple of look at a couple of stocks I have on my watch list, a couple of moves that's going on. Look here on the right hand side. This is my watch list so far for this week. Still adding to it. I will be doing videos on Apple, Tesla, Canadian Solar, which this is right here, Amazon, Visa, American Express, and Bed Bath and Beyond here, who's have earnings this week. So I'm not gonna do it all in this video. I'm gonna break it up into separate videos. So be sure to look at my page, and there's going to be a watch list that says today's watch list, and you can view my videos on these names and others. Also, please like and subscribe, man. I look at hundreds of stocks a day, and when I find a nice gem, I do post a video on it, and something you can consider and look at. And of course, this is all for educational purposes. You should never take all your trading advice from one source, one person, or one YouTube channel. I do recommend you retain the information, filter it, and add it to your own trading style, budget, um, and so on and so forth. So, with that said, let's get going. Let's look at Apple, right? Okay, so Apple. Did I say Happy New Year? Yeah, Happy New Year, guys. I think I said it, but just because I didn't, Happy New Year. So today is Sunday, January 3rd, 2021. So Apple, what are we doing? This is our daily chart. And so if you paid attention if you look at this line here, this was a flag pattern. This section here was a flag pattern, and it broke out. And I've said on plenty of different videos I had that this was happening. So it kind of broke out from 26. I was expecting to go to 34. Actually went a little higher, hit 37, 38. Um, and it bounced down, right? So it's going to retest it at some point, right? So it's going to retest it and break through. So to keep an eye on Apple, and let's put a line here. My magnet. Oh, it looks like I already had lines. Okay, so let's get rid of these lines. These are fresh ones. And so here, all right. So 130. So basically, $138 is our resistance. It's our ceiling. This was what it needs to fight to break through. So we've got one test here, and then we're gonna have another test here. And we have so it's called a double top. So it tested here, and Apple is now bouncing down. Right? How far would it bounce down? Probably our next resistance. Let's zoom in on Apple, and this could be a good position to do an iron condor on, especially if you started your iron condor here and then waited for it to hit the bottom and started down there, and that's a really good credit spread for you. So let's see, our next resistance will be here. Excuse me, support should be here at 129. I don't see it getting that low, 129, or where it's at right now at 132. But this is our range. This is our worst case scenario range, 137, between 137 and 129 for Apple. Let's look at a weekly to see possibly what this week could look like for Apple. And this candle is that's a reversal. That could be a reversal. This candle here, that could be a sign of a reversal, and it's on top of the Bollinger Band. So it's probably gonna take a bit of a breather. I do believe it's probably gonna get to 129 at some point during this week, and then bounce back up. But as of right now, yeah, our support is gonna be 132. Our short-term support. Let's mark it there. It's gonna be 132. That's the top of the candle, not the wick. Sometimes the wick will be it too, but yeah. So that's the top of the candle. So anyway, that's our Apple, and our that's what our indicator say. Our SAR indicator shows uptrend. Our RSI indicator is in overbought territory, so it still can have room to run if it sees further upside. But I'd rather buy down here. But let's see, and let's see what the MacD says. The MacD indicator just crossed over, so that's uptrend too. And look at this pattern here. Now the thing is how strong the uptrend will be, right? That's what we need to see. So that's for the weekly chart. So it's showing strength on the weekly chart. Let's check our indicators on the daily. Yeah, so we're going from overbought to oversold territory. So it's selling off a little bit. as of last week, and our MACD is starting to looking to touch. So we're going to see a little bit of a pullback. I'm thinking Apple's going to pull back probably down to like the 130-ish range. We probably will be trading in a range. I see. Yeah, so realistically, the range will probably be between 132 and 137. Worst case, it could be between 129 and the 137. And I believe that's where we're going to be at for this week. Again, volume depends on everything. Like here, these are our volume bars. So the last three sessions, it's been a sell off. The sellers have been winning, so it's been a sell off, and that's what the RSI is indicating. But I think people know a good deal. So if it hits that 120, I expect the buyers to come back in and for Apple to boost back up. So just stay tuned. I will keep updates on Apple. I trade Apple heavily. I trade Apple. I trade SPY. Mostly debit and credit spread. Mostly debit spreads, and then on certain positions it'll be a credit spread. So this is Reggie with Stock Talk. This is our technical analysis. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe so you get notifications as I update you on Apple. But we've had a huge sell-off. And next week, this depends on the atmosphere of the market. If it's like a buying market, if it's a selling market, depends how much fear is in the market, how much confidence in the market. It's our first trading session of the new year. So institutional buyers may be coming back in and buying up stock. So it could be a buy. And we also have stimulus checks that hit Friday, and not everybody has theirs. So during this week, that could add more liquidity to the market. And so easily, again, the weekly chart is still showing uptrend. The daily chart is showing a bit of a pullback. So it won't be a hard pullback, but Apple is going to pull back a bit. So we'll see what happens on Monday in pre-market. I love to watch pre-market. It kind of tells you where we start. Pre-market, if we starting where it's at now, if at least if it starts where it's at now, then I foresee uh, it being a small trading session. If it goes to the downside, I don't believe it'll go down too far. If it trades a little higher, then I think if it starts off higher than the 132.69, then I see Apple possibly going to the upside. So let's keep an eye on Apple. It's going to be trending. It's developing a pattern. So it just broke out of this flag pattern, and so now it's developing a new pattern. So let's see what that will be on Apple. If you have any questions, don't forget to put it in the comment section. If you have any stocks you want me to look at from a technical analysis point of view, let me know. And again, I only trade based on technical analysis. So if your trading style is investing and whatever, be sure again don't get all your information from one source. I strictly trade technical analysis chart patterns. This is Reggie with Stock Talk, and I'll see you on the next video.